Welcome to Chef Randy at the Cutting Edge. I'm here with Michael Maenza, Mr. Mudbug himself, and he's going to show us the ins and the outs, how to cook from start to finish, and what to do for crawfish, which is the other name, Mudbug, right? So you're Mr. Mudbug from the get-go, and we'll get to the history of that in just a little bit. But he flew down from New Orleans, 2 big sacks with about 80 pounds, right?
80
about 80
pounds.
pounds of crawfish, and live, so that we can actually do this the right way, which is really cool. So we picked this up today. He was on a flight this morning at like 6 a.m., God forbid, or 3 a.m. And thank God for coming out here. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chef Randy.
Appreciate it.
We love being here in beautiful Fort Myers.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Oh,
so we shipped it down in. Yeah, it was nice. So and so you were telling me a couple things earlier, which is going to be really cool.
Okay.
So when we opened up the sack earlier, you put it in here and you said you got to clean them off and you spray them down and for about 15 minutes they sit in the water and whatnot, right?
Exactly. Actually, these crawfish were caught on Monday. Today's Wednesday.
Oh God.
Got it? And the crawfishermen went down in St. Martinsville,
Look at that guy.
which is South Louisiana. And these crawfish, and you can put your hands in here, but you don't want to like keep them in there too long because then they will stick you. So you can see these guys, they're very feisty. There's actually over 400 different species of crawfish.
No way.
People didn't know that, yes. These crawfish came out of a pond in St. Martinsville, but they have wild catch and they have pond catch. This year's crawfish, the abundance of crawfish, the supply has been incredible because of what happened last year with the pandemic, because of the supply and demand. So the crawfish now are beautiful. These crawfish were hand-picked just for this episode here with
that's
you,
cool.
Chef.
I appreciate that. Thank
so
you
they
very much.
came in first class. We had to wash every one of them individually, and they went right through the security gate. They went first class. We
That's
went
awesome.
in coach. Anyway, so here we are, St. Martinsville, Louisiana. These were caught Monday morning, delivered to us on Monday night, and they were shipped here today, Wednesday. And
So-
you can see how vibrant and they're moving around. So we're washing them now. A lot of people in New Orleans and Louisiana, they say we should add salt to the water. I've never believed in that, so this is just fresh water. They're just here moving to make sure that we pick the dead ones out of the pile of live crawfish. But as you can see, everyone is alive.
Yeah, they're all up and kicking.
And they're having their own party right now.
So what kind of family is this in? Is this in lobster? Is this in, because I know with lobster on the back of it to tell if it's male or female, almost the same way, sort of.
It's a crustacean.
Crustacean,
It's in the family of lobsters, langostinos.
And you can utilize this thing for everything, can't you? Because I mean, you can keep, after you cook it, you can keep like the head, you can make it for soups, you can do a little bit of everything, can't you?
Yes. So, we boil crawfish, and after we boil crawfish, it's a marathon too, not a sprint. So when we hear having crawfish later on, when these critters and mud bugs are boiled, we would sit down there and peel the crawfish. And the heads can then be used to stuff. We would make a stuffing.
Nice.
And stuff the heads, and we call it a crawfish bisque. Then we do crawfish étouffée, we do crawfish creole, we do fried crawfish, we do all kinds of things with crawfish cheesecake, which is incredible. Okay,
I've never heard of that. I'm gonna be honest with you.
We do barbecue crawfish chicken tails, like heads, and now that we barbecue the whole crawfish as well. Like
That's
you do
cool.
Barbecue.
And then you can eat the shell, or?
No, you can't eat the shell.
Okay.
No, if you want to eat the shell,
Make sure, not like
you
shrimp.
never know what's
not
going to
like
happen
shrimp.
later.
Yeah, I hear you.
But no, and as a delicate way of actually utilizing every piece of a crawfish once it's boiled. Okay?
Look at that guy.
Look, he's
So the
beautiful.
proper way to do this is, one, we have the live crawfish, and I got the perfect guy here. And after that, the thing is, it's a family deal. Like you said, it's you're supposed to take your time, enjoy yourself, have a good time. We have a bunch of friends and family behind us right now, and you came down from New Orleans, so I had to bring the proper beer.
Wow, you
from
surprised
New
me
Orleans.
with this.
So cheers, and let's have a great time and do this the right way.
Here we go. That's 20-pound logs, right?
Right.
I think it is 20.
So, and this is about a 6-ounce ladle.
Okay. So what we want to do is about 3 pounds. I can measure it. I pretty much know. It's all right. We want to do 2 scoops, so 6 pounds. Okay.
That's about 1, 1.5, 2.
Now this is special seasoning, and I'm going to give you an ingredient. No, this is secret recipe of Mr. Mudbug and now Chef Randy. We're the only two that know the secret recipe. Okay.
I think that's about right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, can they order it from you?
Yes,
Because-
you can actually go online and order Mr. Mudbug seasoning, and I can give you the website and all that as well. But yes, you can order that seasoning.
What else can we get from you?
It's actually good for not only crawfish, shrimp, and crabs.
Oh, nice.
And lobster.
Lobster too.
Lobster too.
So then we're going to be doing some more of this because we're going to be doing lobster eventually.
Yes.
Yeah. We'll have the same setup. I got the right setup for a reason. Now we got to keep using it.
Yep.
So not just that, like if they actually wanted live crawfish, how would they get? Could they get that from you?
Yeah,
or?
live crawfish. They can go online, Mr. Mudbug, and we can ship you the live crawfish.
Nice.
We can ship you the seasoning, all the fixings, and the instructions on how to boil.
Oh wow, make it simple.
Make it simple. You know, KISS. Keep it simple.
Yeah, there
right?
you go. There you go.
But you can also alter it if you like at, at your backyard boil.
Yeah, hear that.
And like backyard boils in New Orleans and Louisiana, we all do our backyard boils. And when you invite family and friends over, they say, "This is the best crawfish you've ever had."
Yeah.
The next time they come over, they'll say, "This crafish just wasn't the
Tastes a
same.
little different.
Could you do something on the next boil?"
Now, when they're saying like crawfish, you said there's over 400 different crawfish.
Different species.
Of crawfish. So so it matters about the seasoning, what you put into it, and everything else. It doesn't really matter about where it's from or what kind of water or how clean the water is.
It doesn't matter if it's the 400 species. If you use number 380.
Okay.
If you use wild caught versus pond caught, at the end of the day, it's all in the seasoning.
All in the seasoning. Perfect.
All in the seasoning.
Well,
and the proper technique of boiling the crawfish, because you can overboil and underboil, undersoak and oversoak crawfish.
Oh, no kidding.
So the crawfish itself, at the end of the day, at the beginning of a good crawfish boil, it's all the same. It's all in the seasoning. And the cook.
Well, I tell you what. No, well,
And it's a cook like you out there. You guys.
We'll get to the cook. I'm learning off him a couple things, and we'll talk about steaks later on, and we'll do a few of that. So I'll show him what's going on.
Love it.
But I believe you cooked for one of the presidents or something like that, right? So if the president actually can eat your food, I'm pretty sure the crawfish is going to be perfect for our table over here, right?
We actually cooked for President Clinton in 1999 before he left office.
Oh wow.
We cooked for 2,500 people on the lawn of the White House, and we cooked boiled crawfish, boiled shrimp,
lot of crawfish.
barbecue shrimp, a lot of crawfish. And the second day we cooked for 1,500 people for the news media. So it was pretty neat. 4,000 people on the lawn of the White House without a kitchen.
Same size pot.
Well, kinda. But actually, this is a size pot I started with Mr. Mudbug in 1986. Now we do close to 1 million pounds of crawfish a year, boiling crawfish.
And I think you do about 60 pounds in this pot if you're paying attention. And like there's different ones, like if you go and look at the pots and things like that, they'll tell you on the side how many people it's actually good for too, which is 60 pounds is good for about 12, 15 people, right? I know it sounds like a lot, but once you peel them and so on, it's like lobster, you got a shell, you know what I mean? So it sounds like a lot, but it's really not a lot. This is gonna be perfect for us with some beers and a couple hors d'oeuvres and whatnot. So
it's a marathon.
Yeah.
And like we usually, the formulation that we try to use, like amount of per pound per person.
Right.
So if we have 60 pounds of crawfish, 5 pounds a person.
There you go.
That's for the guys. The girls, they eat about 3 pounds. My wife eats 8 pounds.
Oh, okay.
One of my children, he eats 10 pounds. Another,
Wow.
So it's all over the board.
It's all
But
over
at
the
the end
board.
of the day, it's a marathon, not a sprint. It's a family friend occasion. It's sitting down, and we call it at home, sucking heads and eating tails.
There you go.
I mean, that's the way it is here.
There you go.
With
and
the
when you're doing
Mudbugs.
that, now that I'm saying that, is there a difference between male and female?
Yes, there
Not
is.
to be weird on that.
Oh, but
Flavor-wise, flavor-wise.
Flavor-wise, no, they all the same.
Okay.
Like I said, crawfish, they all the same. It's a neutral. I mean, it's nothing. They're not a Democrat or a Republican. It's not
I heard that.
They
Just
all
the seasoning.
It's all the same.
Heard that.
It's
Good.
you know what? At the end of the day, it's fun.
Yeah.
It's having fun, and it's family.
And we haven't even started
friends.
cooking this, and we're having a great time, just having a couple of beers.
Oh, yeah.
They're over by the table having a great time. We almost blew up the pot, by the way, so there's another good thing that you need to learn, is that don't have it where if you're outside, because we're out by a nice, like right on the water, perfect like where Southwest Florida is. The tank was at a certain angle, and when the air was kind of blowing, this is at 100,000 butane. I'm not sure, you might have to, don't comment down below, but it's very, very hot, let's put it that way. So the gas line started on fire, so we had to go to another place to get another gas line, so that's just caution, word of caution, just so that, because you want to know the ins and the outs of everything, even if it's not perfect. Every video doesn't go perfect, that's why there's editing, okay? So just keep that in mind, be safe for whenever you're doing this, okay?
That's number one, be safe, because you're dealing with propane and fire. And
absolutely.
So you need to be, no beer drinking before you boil. Oh, okay. And then,
I'm gonna step out. That's why he's cooking it for me. So after the cleaning and after all the cutting and everything else, we have a little bit of everything in ingredients. So we had celery, we had garlic, we had onions, we had the
lemons.
Special seasoning.
Special
seasoning, which you can order, which we can order, and that's the only way you're gonna figure it out is if you order it. But also lemons, right? And we put everything in the pot, and you did actually start it, before it started boiling, we added the seasoning. And you said when we shake it up and everything else, so the seasoning doesn't go down the bottom, so it's all nice and mixture. And I could tell it was so crazy with the smell out there.
The sweetness of
the sweetness
smell.
just caught up awesome.
Smell the sweetness as you put the more, the seasonings, the celery, the onions, the
garlic, everything,
the
lemons.
lemon.
The onions, though, whenever you're cooking it, I was actually saying, hey, it's already to a boil, it's already this. Let's wait for it to get translucent, because we're going to try to eat that on the table too. Exactly. It's not just for the flavor of the crawfish.
Everything that's in that kettle is going to be
eating. Yes,
everything.
Yeah. So we want to cook it proproperly before we add the crawfish. Okay.
And you notice we also have mushrooms and sausage on the side for later.
Yes. And we're going to get to that in just a little bit, which I can't wait. So we added, after we came to a boil, we cooked it for what, about 5-10 minutes?
And again, until the onions get a little translucent. And we understand now that the seasoning, the smell, the sweetness, we can tell the sweetness of the smell. And you tasted it.
And when you taste it, so when you taste it, and it's very potent, it's going to be a little bit lighter in the crawfish itself, obviously. But at first, it's going to be pretty kick in your mouth, which is great. That's what we're looking for, right?
So when the water comes up to a boil, we'll let it boil for a few minutes until onions get translucent and everything we just spoke about. Then we put the live crawfish in the pot.
Yes.
So what we're going to do now is, what we're waiting now is for the crawfish to come up to another boil. When the water comes to a boil with the crawfish in the pot, we're going to time it, and it's very, very, very crucial. Once it comes up to a boil, it's 2 minutes.
That's it.
That's it. And after
so
2
you
minutes,
can overcook this. You can mess it up.
You can overcook it very easily.
So,
and that's what happens in backyard crawfish bowls.
Yeah, and that's why we have 2 big sacks of it. So just in case.
Just in case.
And that's why we have tons of beer. So we're good to go.
We're good to go. And this is a little extra that we put on it from a Mudbug boil aspect. Lemon. And more lemon. We use Sunkist too, 165 count. That's the best. Chef, what do you think about that?
It's good. What do we add? About 6 lemons?
More.
We added about 6 lemons.
6
Squeeze
lemons.
the juice into there.
Juice.
Awesome.
And look how the crawfish now is starting to sink. The seasoning is coming into the crawfish.
Sausage, or are we doing that
Let's
later?
add the corn and the sausage.
Corn and sausage.
Look how beautiful this looks. Wow. Oh, we have something extra today. Mushroom.
There you go. That's gonna be awesome with this seasoning.
You know, mushrooms that consist of what, 85% water?
85, yeah.
Right? So they're gonna soak up that seasoning. Wow. More sausage. Oh. And more corn. And, oh, some more lemons.
You know what?
More
Hey.
lemons. Hey, you can never have enough seasoning.
Cheers.
More lemons.
Cheers.
Cheers. Woo. Oh, let's just, hey, chef, let's just put this whole
Might
pot.
as well. It's all about the flavor.
That's flavor. Woo. There you go. Such a big pot and such a small ladle.
And it's still hot, obviously. It splashed up on my hand. Yeah, right? Oh, I smell it. It's awesome.
So, in the pot, we have onions, celery, garlic, lemons, corn, mushrooms.
Have you ever
and
saved the
sausage.
stock or anything from making something else?
Isn't it a great stock?
Yeah, it is, right?
You know what? It actually is, because we save this stock when we make our crawfish etouffee,
Okay.
crawfish
Okay.
bisque, crawfish cheesecake, crawfish creole. So yes, we do not get rid of this stock. That's called a ball stock.
That's
you
awesome.
cannot mimic this.
You can't.
Because these crawfish, you know, again, I'll say these crawfish here today, it's probably the most beautiful crawfish I've seen in years. And you know what? And today, here we are in Fort Myers, Florida, making this happen with family and friends.
So we leave this uncovered, right? Or do
Leave
we
it
put the
uncovered.
cover on?
And notice where this crawfish, look
right.
where they are now. How they
Shrinking.
sink.
And that's for me even mixing them up. They're still,
Yep,
still
and they're
going
gonna
down.
continue to sink, and we have about another. Wait, who's been timing this? My watch stopped. I'm still on Louisiana time.
Well, I have
I'm an
one-
hour behind.
I had one beer, so that means about 2 minutes.
Okay.
So let's have another beer and then
Let's
we'll
have
figure
another
it
beer.
out.
Think about
All
it.
right,
New Orleans,
Opelousas.
Opelousas. He's like where crawfish actually are grown.
I think that's where they originated.
Do they grow in an aquarium? Are they in an aquarium, or where do they grow in them?
That's how they started.
They start in an aquarium
Yep.
with little eggs,
Exactly.
and then they make love all day long.
They do.
And
They don't care who they make love to.
oh, I would love to be a crawfish one day.
Right.
Come on, Pete. Now, where are you from?
I'm the only, I guess the only Yankee here, aren't I? It's all good though. Everyone welcome. Let's start pouring.
Vinny Bombard. Vinny.
Let's go to crawfish.
All right.
And wait, Warren, where are you from?
Des Moines, Iowa.
And Buddy.
I've lived down here in Florida.
Hi.
Actually born in Naples, that's kind of weird. Yeah. We're gonna do this.
Okay. So you got it?
Probably have one for the bottom.
So, how do you know they're ready? I'm going to show you real quick. Is they are a little hot, but look how pretty this is, right? So we usually put them on a table like this and say, everybody wants crawfish, you can have one, see you later. And you know they're ready. Hey, wait, I forgot. Wait, turn around. We have John Brady, LSU ex-basketball coach, and Nicky. All right, you were trying to sneak out of here. You cannot do that.
They may say I can't coach, they never say I can't recruit.
Well, go Tigers! So, how do you know when they're ready? Here's a perfect way of peeling the crawfish back. And it is a proper way of eating crawfish as well for you Yankees.
Please.
And I know, Nicky, you know how to do this.
Hey, man, hurry this up.
All right, here we go. And watch this. The juice should come out of the head. Look at that. Wow. That is ready to rock. So here we go. You pinch the tails and push it up. Comes right out. Look how clean that is. Then, take your finger in the head. And then, like you said earlier, crunch
Cheers.
that head.
Shot. Oh, that's good stuff.
That's the proper way
All right.
of eating crawfish. All right.
Academy Award.
Oh, they
Here we
good.
go.
He's incredible. Here we go. On the table. Yeah. Got it. Right. That's right. Okay, that's good. Huh? All right. Let's roll. This is where we at. It's crawfish time. Everybody dig in. Come on.
Okay, there.
Ooh, we got mushrooms. Sausage. Everybody's afraid? Come on.
I'm letting it cool a little bit. Burn you up.
Come on, hey. These could be the best crawfish ever.
Of all the work it took to get them to where they need to be.
And look, when you eat crawfish too, a professional crawfish eater, I always want to sit next to somebody that doesn't know how to eat crawfish.
You're in the right place.
Because you know that 5 pound, 8 pound, I can eat 15 pounds. I want to sit next to you because you don't know how to peel crawfish yet. But here we go. So,
You're gonna get a lot more
That's awesome.
so here we go.
Tastes great.
That's it. Done.
And look, and after you finish, you put the crawfish heads in all the same positions. It's like it's like an army.
I'm gonna
These
sip.
crawfish gave their lives to
Sit
be
by
on
you.
the
You know
table.
you're good.
Let's respect them. Give them the army. My baby, my baby, my baby.